أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبقية. So let's finish our discussion from last week. What we said was that here we are saying Assalamu ala Baqiyatillah. Baqiya, as we said, comes from baqa, which means that this is something that remains or stays or continues. Therefore, Baqiyatullah refers to that which Allah has made to last and has not allowed it to perish and wither. So here what we are saying is peace be upon that which Allah has caused to remain and continue and not perish. The question that we're going to address today is this: what makes a thing baqi or fani? Baqi means everlasting, continuous, not perishing. Fani means perishing. So what's the criteria? What makes a thing last or continue, and what makes a thing perish? Well, when a creation becomes close to Allah, when it takes on the color of Allah and gets linked to Allah, or it is what we say indallah, near to Allah, it qualifies as lasting and remaining. It lasts, it does not wither, and it does not die like other physical and created things. The Quran says in 1696, Ma indakum yanfad wa ma indallahi baq. That which is with you will be spent and gone, but what is with Allah shall last. So anything which is indallah, close to God, linked to God, takes the color of God, takes the fragrance of God, if you like. We can use all these different terms to put it into our kind of language. Whatever is linked with Allah, near to Allah, has joined itself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will remain. Because why? Allah is al-Baqi. He is the one that remains. He's the one that will never perish. Otherwise, other than that, everything will perish except, and here is another term that the Quran uses, wajhullah, something that takes on the face of Allah, something that takes on the link with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kullu man alayha fan wa yabqa wajhu rabbika dhul jalali wal ikram. That is Surah Rahman 26 and 27. Everyone on this earth is temporary, yet lasting is the majestic and munificent face of your Lord. Our deeds also fall into this category. They will also perish unless they get this quality of wajhullah, doing something for the sake of Allah, joining your action with qurbatan ilallah, linking it with God and His pleasure. If that is the case, then these deeds will also last until the hereafter, and they will inshallah benefit us. Now we come on to the Imams. Imams are Baqiyatullah. Why? As we've already said repeatedly, they are sinless, they are perfect, they are completely devoted to Allah. They have lost all sense of their own selves in the importance of Allah. Their deeds, their words, their thoughts are all for Allah. Hence, not only will we say the deeds of the Imams are wajhullah, but their very selves themselves are wajhullah, and are therefore all manifesting the name of Allah al-Baqi, and hence they are Baqiyatullah. Now we come on to Wujud Muqaddas Imam Zaman, the beautiful holy presence of Imam Zaman, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Regarding Imam Zaman, regarding the Master of the Age, regarding Sahib al-Asri wa Zaman, not only is Baqiyatullah one of his titles, but this is actually the first thing he will utter as he comes out of Ghaybat will be this. فَإِذَا خَرَجَ أَسْنَدَ ظَهْرَهُ إِلَى الْكَعْبَةِ. When he comes out of his occultation, he will lean against the Kaaba, and to him will be gathered 313 men, these special 313. فَأَوَّلُ مَا يَنْتِقُ بِهِ. The first thing that he will say is هذه الآية, is this verse, بَقِيَّةُ اللَّهِ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. So the first thing he will do is recite the Quranic verse, and then he will declare, Ana Baqiyatullah, I am Baqiyatullah, wa khalifatuhu, and I'm his vicegerent, wa hujjatuhu, and I'm his proof, alaykum, upon you, fala yusallimu alayhi musallimun illa qal. Then no one will address him and greet him except that they will say these words, Assalamu alayka ya Baqiyatallahi fi ardihi. Peace be upon you, O Baqiyatullah, upon his earth. This remainder, this remaining brilliant, last, final hujjat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah hasten his reappearance. Further on from this, that was Aimmah, Imam Zaman. Now let's look at something else as well. Agha Jawadi mentions that even scholars, our great scholars, may Allah reward them, protect them, give them long lives. Those who have passed away, may Allah reward them and raise their station, inshallah. Scholars also have a share in this indallah and wajhullah. Yes, not to the extent of the Aimma alayhi Muslim, obviously. But they are also, the scholars are also alive, they are remembered, and even till today, despite being dead sometimes for centuries, their works are still beneficial. Why? Why is this? Because they keep alive the words and teachings of the Imams, which, as we have said, Imams are the manifestation of Al-Baqi, and they have this link with Imams. So the scholars also gain a small amount of this Baqiyatullah. They are also that remaining uh, flavor of Allah, color of Allah amongst the people. As Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Al ulama baqoon ma baqiyat dahr. As long as time remains and as long as this world remains, the scholars will also remain in terms of their teachings, their writings, and these things. So that is the end of Baqiyatullah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.